Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. TCG Card Shop Simulator, episode number 6, which will also be a little bit of a roundup episode, I think. My idea was to create a new shop and sort of explain what I did thoroughly in 2-hour episodes. We recorded 5 episodes, posted 5 episodes, but yeah, my channel will usually do arcade racing and some extract shooters and things like that. We had some okay views on the first episode, and then you see the numbers go down in the so I think it's pretty clear this series is not really working on the channel. That's fine. I kind of anticipated on that. So I will load the shop Tetramonium RMD. That's our YouTube shop, let's call it that, for the series, where we were sort of working on it. We expanded the shop once in one of the episodes. We have not bought the storage room yet. And our plan over here is we are day 19 or whatever it was. And we sort of concentrated on XP. That means that we had these little packs. We focused on those in those racks, $200 racks, which can hold 100 of these things from the card sleeves, and 5 times 32, 160 of the card packs. Then we bought some of these deck boxes and dices, you know, to have some extra product around to sell. But at first we only sold the card sleeves and the card packs because they give you the most XP. And that results in the fact that we are shop level 20 at day 19. Which means we were almost getting a level a day. Just something you can achieve if you focus on that, and that's what we did. We focused on the XP. Doesn't make you that much money, of course, because the XP works in volume. The more people buy, the more XP you will get, but not necessarily the most money. So then we started with the boxes. These are more your money makers. You sell these things for 30, 40, 50, 60 bucks, some of these things. Obviously the market has changed, probably. So you do market plus 10% and then round it up. Whenever you start playing a game, it will be different. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this on all things. It's been a few weeks since I recorded the last episode, so I'm just gonna change all the market prices, but I don't think it matters much. Just to have it up to date, let's say. We will switch to the other shop in a bit, because this is sort of a roundup of the series in a way, because it's not really working, those 2-hour episodes. This will also not be a 2-hour episode. We'll just run a day or two in the other shop that I have. And I will show you what the eventual goal was of this shop. That's the plan of this episode. Just making sure that all the market prices are up to date. There we go. So that's sort of what we are doing here. This is the medium-sized cleaner machine. So if a smelly boy comes in, they need 2 sprays. So you have a $1,000 machine, but that's only going to give them 1 spray. That means that you need to buy 2 of them to actually get those smelly boys completely cleaned, which means you buy 2 of these 1,000 ones, put 1 on each side here, so that when they walk through here, that machine and that machine sprays them. We decided not to do that. We immediately we sprayed them ourselves with some of these cleansers, and waited till we could buy this machine, which will give them 2 sprays at once, basically. Then there is an even bigger machine, but not really needed. You can run this thing with one of those. And once we have this shop here, you can actually put that machine there and it will spray through the wall. That's sort of what you will see in my other shop when we move in a second. I have one there and I have one on the door. So I never had to run around with a spray can behind them anymore, because the machines will pick it up. I also have the other building, but we do have a sign over here which says no entry. So in the other shop you will see in a second that they always have to come through this door, even to go to the other room. And then the machines will pick it up and then you never have to worry about it. Other than that, we have these play tables here. I don't know what we're running here. We are running the fire cup. That's also the idea. You start with the standard. Doesn't cost you anything. Market fee is $7 an hour. Then we have the power event, which costs you $50 prize pool that you need to set out. Some sort of tournament that you let them play, or some event, and you need to put a bit of a prize pool up. But then you can charge them a little bit more. And then we are now running the fire cup, which is costing us $70 an hour a day. And the market fee, we can charge them $10. You could put that a bit higher, but then some people might start complaining. So just run it on the base. But the idea, of course, is to eventually get to the Holo Heaven, which at this moment in time is the highest event that you can run. But then you need 5,000 players on the tables. Tables are not great money makers. They will give you 2,000-3,000, even on a day 100 shop. They will make you a few thousand a day, but it's nothing compared to what you can make in your shop. That's why the tables are not so great, in my opinion. But yeah, one of the tasks is put a table there and let them play. And so we have 2 tables here now. But that of course also means that there are 4 customers coming in. They will occupy those tables. Those people not necessarily going to buy. Some of them might buy something on their way out or whatever. But if you don't have tables, those same 4 people will come in and they will buy something. So tables are basically costing you customers. That's how I see that. Because somebody else comes in and he might buy a bunch of stuff from our shop here, spending about a few $100, while a player sitting there is giving you $12 an hour. If he only plays for half an hour, that's $6. But they are occupying customer space in a way, and the tables would not be there, so it's a bit double. But yeah, also in the other shop, you know, it's one of those things. You run a few tables, but if you see that some of those tables are vacant, that means that you can already throw out a table. I think in my other shop I'm running 4 tables for a long time, and then I switched to 6 tables, but that's the maximum I'm running there. And that is, we're over day 100 there. So we focused mainly on packs and card sleeves, and then we started buying some of the cheaper license, like these deck boxes and dices. They are not that expensive. It's like $200-300 or $500 license that you buy to be able to sell those products. So let's restock what we have left. We bought some extra stocks, apparently. Now we throw that thing on the floor here, obviously. Are these empty boxes? They are. Okay, and then we have here our card table, which was also one of these goals that you had, or a task that you needed to do. We put that up. We put up the card table, we put some cards on it, we sold 10 of them. Basically to complete that tutorial task, and then we boxed it up, because that's another one of those things. If you have one of those tables, they buy 1 card and they go out. You obviously, in our album of cards, we don't have that expensive cards, right? These are the duplicates. The highest we have is $140. And this one is $24 already. So in this case we could put them up, but what you sort of want to do is you want to go to page 3 and then look at the last one, and that one needs to be at least more than $15, otherwise it's not worth to put it up. And why 3 pages? Because they will sell very quickly, throughout the day, and you're gonna have to restock 2 or 3 times during a day, which means you need about 3 pages to be able to do that. Yeah, we are talking about $3 cards here on page number 3 at the end. So this is like card 36 if you would count all them, because they are not really worth it. The duplicates, of course, because you also at the same time you want to collect the 1332 cards. Nope, correction. As you can see, it's 1452 now, because they added a bunch of cards with the latest, one of the latest updates and patches. So which even means that's 1452. And what does that mean? That's for Tetramon. Destiny, they also have that same, of course. So they added another 120. So they added 10 new cards basically, because every page has 12 cards. 12 different ones, going from the normal base card up all the way to the full art foil cards of that certain character. And we are now at 1452, so that means that's a total of 2904 of the 2 albums. Plus, let me have a look to see if they have updated the Ghost. I don't think so. No, the Ghost is still 80. So we're at 2900 for the 2 normal albums, the base one and the Destinies, and then 80 Ghost cards. So that's a lot of cards here that you need to collect, which means you need to open packs and some other stuff. There are also trades now. The customer will trade with you. If you have some duplicates, you can trade with them. If you only have 1 card with what they want to trade with, I would advise you to decline, because otherwise you're giving away your album cards which you're trying to collect. But it will all become clear. We have a workshop over here and so on. So what I'm gonna do is, first of all, I'm gonna press B to box it up. You press B again, you can sell these boxes now. That is something that they already added. If you see the roadmap over here, you cancel old shelves and tables and whatnot. That's the first thing, which is scratch, so that is something that you can do now. The second one is also the review app is in the game. And then the next one would be customer trade cards. They actually dropped it in with patch 0.50 a few days ago. A couple of small fixes have been happening. So 50.1, 50.2, 15.3 is I think from yesterday or 2 days ago. That was the latest patch, including the trade cards and including 10 new cards for each album. So we have more cards to collect. Not sure what's happening, but oh, okay. I just was thinking, how can I make 200 bucks? I just saw my credit go up 200 bucks. That's because it finally calculated that we sold that box over there. So yeah, I could run the shop another day and so on, but as I said, this series doesn't seem to be that popular on our channel, so what I'm gonna do is basically delete it later on or whatever. There are a few ways of doing that. I can do this. Let's see. I don't think you can actually delete the save. But what you could do is you could start a new game. We're not gonna do that. Don't worry. And just make a name and start it up. Don't even need to run that. Just call it test 2. Done. And then it wants you to open your phone and start doing things. What you can then do is save the game. That's what I usually do. Like here we had test day 1, and then here the Tetramonium. We're gonna save this. And then we're gonna overwrite that file. There we go. And now we have test and test 2 on a day 1. Start shop. You can save a few builds. Then we go back, and then I will show you what the eventual goal of this series was. I will show you in my main shop, let's say. So we'll load that one. RMD World Cards, day 112, level 51 is where we are there. And I will show you what we have there, sort of to conclude this series. We might run a day or two here to see what is available in the game at this moment in time. You can already immediately see that shop is a little bit bigger. It's completely expanded. The shop, the storage room, we bought the storage room, we have expanded it once. I think we need level, let me see. Shop B, level 65 I think is required to do the last window of that shop. I can do one upgrade, but the rest is still locked because of the shop level. So we need to get to shop level 65 in this shop to do the last expansion. And then we can make this a storage room potentially. Also here you see I have a card table here. What do I do with the card table here? Whenever I have 3 pages which are worth more than 15 bucks on my album, I put that table up for a day and I run it for a day. But now with the trading cards, it's not that necessary anymore. So what do we have here? We have normal cards. We have 803 collected. Destinies, we have 575. And Ghost, we have 0, it says. Not really true, but we'll have a look in the shop. So here we have the no entry, but we have a machine here which will spray through the wall. And as I said earlier, I have 2 machines here. And here we have a second machine as well. So I don't have to worry about any of that. We just let that run a day or two and then keep an eye on it, that you keep it cleaners in the machine, and then it will do its thing. It will always catch them, even if they come in side by side, and that's why we have 2 machines. Because sometimes they come in 2 smelly boys side by side, and then one might escape if you only have 1 machine. If you have 2 machines, they can't escape. It will get them, it will hit them. Nothing to worry about. But even at day 112, shop level 51, we have 43 bucks left. But that also means, more than likely, no, oh yeah, of course, yeah, we started a new day. This is what I'm sort of paying. We expanded the shop, you pay way more rent. In the other shop, we were getting like 100 bucks a day or whatever. So this is, the payment always comes in the morning, but you just pay it at the evening. I play every day. Whenever I switch that sign to closed at the end of the day, that's when I pay my bills. You can let them stack up for a week and then pay them at the end of the week, but then it's immediately a large bill, obviously. I like to pay them every day at the evening when I close up. Then you have an idea what to work with. But there's a big difference with the other shop. If we look into our booster packs, for instance, you will see there is we still have the red destinies, which are level locked, but that's it. The rest, we have all the licenses that we can get to compare to the shop level that we are. Accessories, same story. Card sleeve, dices, more card sleeves, deck boxes, books. We have play mats also here, sort of waiting on the next level before we can do the next one. But we are running already 12 or 13 of them, I think. We have the books, sort of similar story. We have 6 books, the next one is level locked of the 12 books that there are. And then the figurines, sort of same story. I think you get the idea pretty quickly here. In this shop, we have every license available for shop level 51. We are now waiting on level 52, 53, there will be something unlocked, 2 things at level 55, 1 thing at level 56. And then it's waiting till level 59 before the next thing unlocked. So we are sort of here. That's why we have so little money at the moment. We have every single license in this shop that we can have at shop level 51. And that means that we are also selling all those products. You buy a bunch of shelves, you buy some storage shelves, you replace shelves with other better shelves and things like that. But we are ready. We are ready for everything. Also, when we unlock the new licenses or the last licenses that I can get, we have room for this already. The shelves are already in the shop. We have, as you will see, some empty shelves here and there. They are there with a purpose. And it's also in some sort of order, which makes sense, at least to me. So, what do we have here? Well, first of all, we have Clark here, the level 25 guy. We hired him. He's the fastest cash register. I believe there is another one, but you have these slow boys here. I never bothered with them. Never bothered with them because they are slow. Although it says checkout speed normal, or in some cases even fast, it's still slow. The only thing you want to look for is the word very fast. Those are people you could sort of work with, but even then he sometimes can't keep up. The queue on his cash register gets too long. That's also the reason I have another cash register next. I step in when I need to, if the queues are getting too long. So this was at level 25. I think it was $1,000 to actually hire him, and then you pay him 400 days a day, which goes to your bills, of course. Every day we need to pay him 400 a day. So this is Clark Cash. He is very fast at the checkout speed. He is slow on the restock, so we do not let him restock. We just put him on the cash register here. At 9 PM he walks up though, so you need to keep an eye on that. If it's 9 PM your shop closes and you're still opening packs here or there, keep an eye on him. There might still be customers. He just walks off. But then you have Lauren over here. She is fast at the checkout speed, so she's a bit slower than him over here, but she stays after 9 PM. She will deal with the last customer before she goes home. So she's actually a little bit better, although she might be a bit slower. The processing fee is 7,500 to hire her, and you need to pay her 500 a day. So in theory I could hire her whenever we have money and put her on the other cash register. She will be a bit slower than Clark, but with the two of them they can obviously run the shop. But that's all extra cost a day that you pay, and you might not have the customers to have two people there. Now I do believe there is an achievement for getting all these guys working for you. I think there are about 8, so yeah, you need to get all 8 working for you some way or another. And then you get that achievement, but we're not paying too much attention to that. Other than that, sort of like in the other shop, we still have our base packs in the corner. But the difference here, of course, is that we are not running just the base packs. We also have the destinies, and we have all the colors. So blue, orange, purple, red, or in other words, the common, the rares, the epics, and the legendaries. And the same for the destiny. Next to that, I have a storage shelf in the store. And that's very simple, because at the moment I'm restocking myself, and I don't want to run all the way to the storage room. That is a waste of time. So I have my storage shelf next to it, and what is on there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those 8 packs. So I have extra storage here. I can restock. Like for instance, I see the purples are a bit empty. That's fine. There we go. We have a bin here somewhere close by. We can drop that in, and so I quickly can fill that up without having to walk around too much. The middle one is the boxes. Over here we have the boxes. Also here the base cards, and also here the destiny cards. We still don't have the red ones. That's level 60, I think. We can unlock those, or 55 maybe, not 100% sure. So they are level locked, and then we have some empty space for bulk. For the base cards we have some empty space for bulk from the destiny cards. So this is already one where we have some empty shelves, potentially, for future licensing, or in this case for bulk. We need to open packs to get bulk, obviously. We had some, but it sold the last day that I ran, I think. So, and then we have over here the battle decks, every 8 of the colors available. Also in these $150 shelves. As I said, also in the other shop, the racks and these shelves are not that bad for certain products. For other products, you're gonna end up with these low shelves. And also here, these things are pretty expensive to buy, but they're also selling very good. They are good money makers, actually. And that is what you will find here, also on the shelf, not too far away. So that is basically why I have 3 storage shelves sitting on there. What else do we have here? These are like the only of these, what is it, the $300 shelves I think they are costing. It's the only one that I run. Why? Because each single one of these things is exactly 16 and a box is also 16, so it fits on it. That's also some logic that I'm trying to use here. Like these things you order in boxes of 18 and 3 of these shelves is 36, which means it's 2 boxes. That's why I have them in those things. In the beginning we didn't have storage room, then you could just buy 2 boxes and fill up this shelf. And you would not have anything like 1 or 2 left in a box or something. No, because the numbers are matching the shelves. So I'm putting certain things on certain shelves, mainly because how it comes. It's the same goes over here. Here we have the board games. System Gate 1 and 2, Mafia Wars, and then a couple of the books. And then the other 2 board games things. This is on this side, and on this side over here we have 6 books. There are 12 books. Again, the shelf is ready, but we just need the licenses from 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How much does go on a shelf of these books? 36. How many are there in a box when you buy them? Exactly, 36. So that is the reason why we have books on these shelves. In the beginning, not enough room for storage. Now we do have some storage in the back, as I will show you in a second. Then over here we have the figurines, going from the small pack, the small pigs, to the medium ones, to the hawks, and then we have room for 1 bigger. But the licensing we do not have yet. And then the same goes for the stars and for the green thing, whatever it is. I don't even know what that actually is. Some other figurine. So we have the pigs, the stars, and then the green figurines over there. Small size, medium size, big size, and then the real large ones whenever we have the license. And over here we have the bats. Level 1, level 2, level 3, and then the big ones will come on, probably on the top shelf I will put them. So I probably will move these to the bottom and these to the bottom, and then these medium, and then the big ones on top. We have some extra figurines, being the cartoons and the fox at the moment. There are a couple of more licensing that we can get. Also here we have room for it. The room is ready. Our shop is basically ready for the products which are available in this game at this moment. Over here we have the dices and the deck boxes. Also here, bottom shelf completely empty for something in the future. And over here we still have the card sleeves, just like in the other shop. But in this case, of course, we have all the colors available in a box of 20, I think. So these shelves can hold 100 of these card sleeves. So it's 2 boxes and a half, but that's fine. So you buy 2 boxes, and then when some of them sold, you buy another box, and then you can keep up with these things. These are things that I do not have in storage. You just keep it up whenever it fills up a little bit. Whenever we need to. Pretty simple. And then over here we have some spare cleaners. Because why not? You have them sitting. You can put them in these shelves, personal shelves. I have another one over here. Those are quickly to refill the machines, very close to the machines. Also, again, that you don't have to walk too far. But at the same time, it's also a product, so you also sell it in your shop. Why not? And then here we have the cards, the play mats for the cards. And as you can see, I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shelves, I think, something like that. Or maybe 4 probably. So we have 8 on the top shelf and 4 on the second one, but that's 12, but there are 19 of them at the moment in the game. So that's why we have space also over here. We do store these. Where do we store them? Not miles away. In the first storage, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 12. That is exactly right here. So again, that we don't have to walk too far. Because I don't have a restocker, I still restock myself every evening. Eventually we will get some restockers. And we are running the tables here, 3, 2, and 1, that's 6 tables. And what are we running here? The full expansion, because I think I still needed some players to run the Holo Heaven. As you mentioned in the previous in the series, I'm not a fan of these tables, so I never ran a lot of tables. We started with 2, and I think every time I expanded the shop that I added a table. So we have now 6 windows in the shop, so I have 6 tables in here. That's sort of, and sometimes we still have an empty table. So I think if you can run it with 5 probably. But I think I'm almost there. Yeah, we need 300 more players to run the highest available. Now we saw in the developer map. I think it's one of the next updates. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, customer trade cards was the next one, but that is meanwhile already in the game. They just haven't scratched it yet. So the next thing is organize a tournament. So that's going to have to do something with these play tables. Then we might have some random events occur. That will be probably a smaller update. But then we're going to get more shop products and more shelves and table types. So there will be something more coming. I'm expecting more board games, for instance. There are only 4 or 5 board games at the moment in that app on your phone. And then you will have more TCG types. So yeah, it's like you're gonna have some other tables, maybe bigger tables. And you will have more TCG types, which means that the Hollow Heaven will not be the highest that we are running. There will be more of those event things that you can play. And probably charge them more for an hour as well. And then we have playable card kit where we can actually play ourselves. And then you got some shop decoration, grading cards eventually. So you also want to keep a bunch of doubles. And then eventually a difficulty mode where you can sort of, I'm assuming, play in hardcore mode. Where you don't get that much available. Or higher level locked. Or you make less XP or less money. So that you can sort of create some sort of hardcore mode. Trying to survive with your shop. Now you can come up with some strategies. Some people are running like a 1 product item in their shop. So that is sort of what we have here. And then of course a workbench to make your bulk. To make the bulk, if you can sort of put it like this, let's say 1 cent to $1, you're mostly gonna get white, which means the base bulk. If you put it from $1 over here to about $2 over here, you're gonna get yellows. If you put it from 2 to 3, or maybe 2.20 to 3.5, something like that, you're gonna get some purples if you have enough duplicates. And if you put it like this, then you're gonna have reds. So if you want to have the different colors of bulks, you can sort of adjust these sliders, trying to get that going. Minimum cards to remain, I have it on 2. That means that I always have 1 card available for myself and 1 potentially to trade or to sell, or the cards to remain is in your album, right? So if you but what I normally run is this. I do this. I have the minimum price here, I have the maximum price here, and then it just randomly gives you different colors. But you can say like, hey, I only want to do yellow bulk now. Then you can adjust these sliders to a certain number that you can sort of provoke the game in a way, or push the game a little bit to give you a certain color. But if you run it like minimum here, maximum here, then the game will randomly give you, you're gonna get some white, you're gonna get some yellow, you're gonna get some purple, you're gonna get some red. And that same goes for the base as for the Destiny. You can probably also, yeah, you have common, rare, epic. So yeah, it's pretty simple. That's pretty much the white, the yellow, the purple, and the red. I just have it on any rarity. And then play with the sliders sort of to create certain colors if you need certain bulk. But at the moment I don't think we even have enough cards to bulk. So let's run. So that is the shop, completely expanded. We need a few more levels to get 1 more wall. Then we can create some more spares. So what we do have here on the storage is basically the deck boxes and the dices, and then the books. So eventually these tables are going to go out because at the moment I have room for 6 books, but there are actually 12. So we need more space. There needs to be at least 1 more shelf there and here as well, because at the moment we have room for 16 playmats. I would like to see some double shelving, where you can put something like on here and on this side another product. That's not the case now. You put something there, it automatically labels that same thing on the other side. And that's fine. If you would be able to put it against the wall, but you can't, as you will see. It always leaves that space behind there to go to the other side. But if it's only one product on these shelves, we should be able to put these against the wall. So that's probably in the future maybe, because one of the updates planned is more shelf and table types. So there might be something that one of these which you can actually put against the wall so that you don't have to go to the back. Or maybe it will actually be a double-sided one, so that if you put something here, then you can put another product here. So that could be already another shelf, or one which you can put completely to the wall. Now you have to be able to walk here, so it puts it always somewhere, it blocks it. You cannot put it against the wall, which is not that great. Like also in the shop it would be way better. I never go behind here, because it's the same product as on the front. So these shelves do not need to be like this. If we can just put them against the wall, it's fine, right? We can pick it up from the beginning. Okay, so that is sort of my shop here. Let's open up. Clark will run this show for us, and then you keep an eye on. People will come in. They already walked off now while we were explaining things, because normally you have like 10 people standing here in the morning. And we still have the cash register rather close to the exit. That's something you always want to do. There we go. Smelly boy, doesn't matter. He will not surpass those two machines. He will always gonna get completely sprayed. You see exclamation mark over there? So we'll walk up to him. This is the new trading system. You talk to him and then he's gonna offer you something. So this is already something like not gonna happen, mate. He's gonna give us a card. It doesn't say new. If it gives you a card which you do not have in your album, then it will say new. That might already be something interesting. So that's problem number one. He's selling us a card. Right? He's selling us a card, or trying to sell us a card. In this case, it's not selling actually. He wants to trade. Sometimes they will try to sell you something, sometimes they will trade. He wants to trade this card and he wants to get this one. But if we see in our album, we only have one of these. So we're obviously not gonna do that. We're gonna decline him. Because you only have one in your album yourself, you do not want to give up that card. Then you have to pull that thing out of the pack again and you need to open packs like an idiot again. You don't need to open that many packs now with these trading guys, because there are several of them coming in through the day. So you can get a lot of cards here. This thing is a few days in the game now, I think. And I haven't played like the last 2 days, so I think I played 1 or 2 days, shop days, with this trading system in the game. And I went up 50 cards in my collection. So they are from time to time offering you during the day quite a few new ones. That also of course means you need some more money, because sometimes they also offer you ghosts, which are quite expensive. So yeah, if this guy would offer me a ghost for 3,000, I don't have the money. So here we have the same thing. There seems to be a popular card here because he wants to offer something else which is worth about 15 bucks. That's what he claims. But you can always click on this green thing here, which will show you the market evolution. So this is a $17 card, which is basically dropped in the market like crazy. That's probably why he wants to get rid of it. But we only have one in the album from the one that he wants, so we decline. I think it's even the same one that the other guy wanted. Now, this is something they are updated already. Because normally we had to click this thing to figure out what the price actually is. But now it tells you, this guy, this is a new card. Which means it's not in our album. So we're obviously going to buy this. This one he does not want to trade, he wants to sell it. And he's asking 156 euros for it, while the market price is 130. Now you can do just say, okay, accept Or you can say like, okay, the market price is 130, but it is a new card, so let's give him $5 more. We are offering him 135, and then see what he does. So you're actually trading with these guys. Huh? So, and then we ask him if he wants to accept, and he's accepted it. So although he was asking me 156, we got away by giving him 135, which is $5 above the market price, and we have a new card. Now this guy here, he wants to sell us a card of which we already have 2 in the album. But he's asking less than the market price. So sure, we'll give him his 24 cents. He's happy. We have another duplicate which we can put in the bulk and later on and just sell that for the bulk. Now here we have a problem, of course. Here she is with a new ghost card, which we do not have, but she wants another ghost card for it, which we also do not have, because we have 0 in the album. So yeah, there is nothing to let me think about it, or we can only decline, because first of all, I'm never gonna trade a ghost for a ghost, unless I have a duplicate. Secondly, she wants a more expensive ghost than what she is offering, and we do not have it, so this is just a simple decline, unfortunately. Meanwhile, Clark is running our shop here. Money goes up. As you can see, we made 4,000 already. Now, here we have again a new card, of which we do not have any in the album. The market price is 25. He asked 19 for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him 20. That's more than what he asked for, and it's $5 below the market price. So we could, in theory, if this would be a duplicate, we can sell it for 25, plus 10%, plus 20% I usually do for cards. So we can probably sell this card for $30. So buying it for $20 from him. GG mate. See you later. Here is him again. This is also a new card where the market price is 620. It's quite an expensive one. It's an X common. No, it's an X foil actually. So this is pretty much card number 11 of your series of 12. So it's almost the best card of the series that he's offering. So we're gonna give him maybe a bit more than the market price. He's asking 700 for it. We're not gonna give him that. We are gonna try to get 640 maybe. Sometimes he will say, no, this is my last offer. But today they are very friendly. They accept everything we offer them. Whatever you do, never pay them what they ask for. They always try, you know, like in real life, people try. So that's already improved with the latest update. Because in the first day when we were running trading cards, we actually had to click on that market icon every time and see what the evolution of that card is. You can still do it, but now it's giving you way more information. Like in the beginning, if they were selling cards, not new, but duplicates, then it didn't even tell you how much you had in your album. So you were buying something and didn't know what. He's also offering us a new card, and there's only one problem. He wants to trade it for a card which is worth $5 more, and of which we only have 1 in the album. So for me that's very simple, that's a decline. I am not selling cards of which I do not have duplicates of. So you still need to keep opening your pack more or less to get duplicates. This is something else though. This is a new card, it's a full art. The market price is $239, he wants $319 for it. We're market price plus 10% is, we can probably get that card out for like $260 or so. So we will offer him, let's try $240, just $1 above the market price. See if he will accept it. Okay, good deal he says. Okay, whatever. They're very friendly today. Usually they come with a counter bid, and then but even then you can still undercut them a little bit. They will accept. This is where the problem comes in here. No, actually not, because he doesn't want to trade. He wants to sell us a ghost card. for the ghost part is 350 on the market, so I'm gonna try 360. He wants 425. You're not getting 425. We might have to be a bit of bartering here. Nope, he does. They're very friendly today. So while Clark is making us money, you see where your money goes. Especially if they offer you a few ghost cards a day. That's another reason why we were broke. I had to buy a $4,000 card the other day because it was a new one. Now, she wants to sell us something of which we already have 3 in the album. So if that happens, I'm gonna offer her $7 under the market price even. I don't need that card. We have 3 in the album, so she will either accept it. Can I get a little more? 780 she wants. Okay, we're gonna give it 7, 12, 15. We're bargaining a little bit with her here. There we go. She accepts. I think if anywhere somewhere around the market price, just under it or just above it, they usually accept. This guy wants to give us this card, which is a foil card base, no, a silver foil, of which we have 1 in the album already. So this will be our duplicate that we get from him, but he wants this card, of which we have 14 in the album. So although he's also offering us a card which is worth more than what he wants, so easy, accept, deal. So he gets one of our 14 cards which we have sitting in the album, and we get the other one, which will be our first duplicate, because we only had one of that card up that he was offering. So yeah, you see where this is going. At the same time, we need to keep an eye on our products, of course. You don't want to run out of shelves. At the moment, we are doing fine, because of course, if you restock during the night between 9 p.m. and 8 a.m. and you restock everything, normally not many things should sell out. You need to keep eye on, like this is, for instance, from all these playmats. This is a pretty popular one that might run out during the day. So that's something I keep an eye on. This is, again, some sort of logic in here. These playmats are numbered in my head, in a way. This is exactly the way you order them. So in this case, we need some 9s. Then I know, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9. Bam. Never have to think about it. I know exactly where it is. And the box is empty, which also means while we are doing this, we can as well order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is this one. We order one of those. The books are numbered, the playmats are not, but they are in my head though. So it makes sense to me. Collect up and back up. Right, bam, done. The other thing which is very popular is this big star here for some reason. That's also something I need to keep an eye on, but it might be different for you in your store. Or even if I would run another shop in my game, the prices are different, the product popularity is different. I know, for instance, that the playmats for me in my shop here, number 9 over here, and also number 5, that one, is sometimes very popular. But it also seems to change from day to day. Same with these boxes here. Today we barely sold anything. Yesterday I think we were almost sold out. But that's fine. If you see the shelves go empty very quickly, that's why we have storage right here. We can immediately fill it up, restock it. Over here, still everything fine. And here we have, I think, our best cards we have sitting in here. Couple of $2,000–3,000 cards on this side, normal one and Destiny, and then 5 ghost cards which we have sitting in here, which are worth a couple of bucks as well. A lot of trading business today. She wants to offer us something of which we already have 2. The market price is 110, so I'm gonna give her $1. She accepts it. Can I get a little more? She still wants 110. Okay, then we're gonna give her the market price. She wants 120. Okay, market price is good for her. Here we have a new card, $32. He's offering, he wants a $47 card trade, of which we only have 1 in the album, so that is a decline. That's very simple. Meanwhile, it's 9 p.m. Clark has moved, so we need to take over. because there are still people in our shop, which also means we're gonna kick some people here, because otherwise they keep playing here forever. They also, if you have playmats and all that kind of stuff in your shop, as you can see, they put it on the table. Whatever you have in your shop, they buy it, it's always on the table. You see a book here, you see a deck box, you see playmats. We kick them out. And we're gonna do some business here. Because our man Clark has walked out. He still wants to trade. Yeah, sure, whatever. He wants to trade a $2 card for something. Yep, sure. Get out. This is a bit of a problem if you have 2 cash registers. They didn't do that the first day. Normally they come to the cash register that you have occupied. Another number 9 here. And another star here. We turn the page, we pay the bills. There we go. That's sort of the way we do every day. That is how I run my shop. But now with this trading business, you have to do a lot of trading. Normally you can open packs during the day and you can restock a little bit. But if you're dealing with these traders all day, you can also just let them stand. If they stand there for, I don't know, 30 seconds or a minute, and then they walk away if you do not trade with them. Because what normally happens, I keep an eye on Clark here. He could run the shop, no problem. There was not really a long queue. Sometimes the queue gets a bit too long. You click on this cash register. Then the AI knows that there are 2 cash registers open and they will split up. That's why I have the second cash register. This is basically my cash register. And I only step in when Clark can't cope. Other than that, I'm doing things in the shop during the day. But now with the trading business, things change a little bit. So here we have 6 ghosts. We have 5 in the display table, and then the one that I just bought from that guy. Destiny's 577. So I think we bought about 5 today from the trading. So we got 5 new cards from trading. And Tetraman 805, I don't think anything changed there. Maybe one of them or so that we compared to what I just showed you. So yeah, trading is a good way of getting new cards. That's pretty clear. But that's not the only way, of course. We also have to open to get duplicates to be able to trade and things like that. We'll see if there's some bulk, but I don't think so. Not enough. No, I think I made bulk the other day. So yeah, another reason why you have to open a couple of boxes. What I usually do every 2 days or so. Then I buy... I usually buy 4 boxes. So I buy like 2 of the normal blues and 2 of the Destiny blues. And then the next day you buy the orange ones. The next day you buy the purple ones. And if you have 4 boxes opening, then you always have 4 boxes bulk as well, usually. From each. So it's like you get 4 boxes opening is 8 bulk, basically. That's what it comes down to. That's why sometimes I buy 2 of these and then 2 of the normal orange ones. I open them in the middle of the street while Clark is running the show. And then at the end of the day you also have 8 bulk. 4 normal ones for Destiny, which you can then put in these shelves and so on. And now it's just a matter of, it's 9 PM. We can restock, no problem. And then open up. In this case I will just close. So not a bad day in the office. We made $8,000 profit. And that is because we're selling all these products, right? I can put this whole shop full of, let's say, epic card boxes or something. But we're doing fine like this, right? We had 115 customers in the shop. But here you already see it. 115 visits. 82 people have checked out on the cash register. That also means that you always have about 10-15% which will be dissatisfied. So if we have 120, let's say, 120 people in and 20 people are not happy, then we are actually under the 15%, it's fine. I don't think we have ever had a day where there were no dissatisfied customers. There is, even from the beginning of the game, it's always... But in the beginning you're going to have more dissatisfied customers because they come in, they want a certain product, you might not have it. That's of course not something we're dealing with. Because we have every product that we can offer them. We don't have licenses for anything, so they will also not ask for something which you do not have the license for. If you can get it, right? If you can get the license but you didn't buy it, then they might ask for it. But in this case, I cannot get the license for any until we are level 52. Then I have the next one coming in. So we paid our bills. We paid the employee, so 1,800 in total we pay on the bills thing. We had 2,500 bucks on supply costs. That is pretty much... we bought $1 of playmats, and all the rest is from buying the cards from those trades. So that's our supply costs. We didn't restock anything. We still have stock on the shelves all over the place. So yeah, it was a good day. 8,000. With those card tradings, also another reason, right? So you have people, that's what this is. 115 people come in, and only 80 that bought something. The other 30 are those guys on the play table that do not buy anything. They make you a little bit of money. In this case, 2,800 we made today. So also here, it's about 20%, 15 to 20% of what you actually make in the shop. But you can see it here, right? Bought an item 82, played the game 56. So about half of the people visiting the store are on the stupid tables. And about half of those are actually buying something, the other half is basically a loss. If they play for 15 minutes or half an hour, they're not even making you much money. So I'm not a fan of those tables. Because 114 people came in, that means there's 114 people that actually buy something if you would not have tables. Which is not the case now. Now only 82 of them bought. Which means there are more than 30 people who did not buy anything. They just were on the tables, and you never know for how long. They could have been there for 10 minutes, didn't make you any money. I'm not even sure what we are charging them nowadays. We're charging them 35 bucks an hour. So which means you might get 5 bucks from that guy that was sitting there for 6-7 minutes. So I'm not a fan of the play tables, but you need to keep them running at least till you can run the highest event. It gives you 2, 3, 4,000 a day. Even if you run the highest event, it might be 4,000 or 5,000 a day, but it's something on the side. It's something that pays for your trading business, I guess. But with the trading business there, as you saw, there are a lot of people there throughout the day. Which want to trade, and those are also not necessarily buying. Now, what I have noticed is, like, if you do take the trade, even if they offering you like duplicates for like a few cents, always accept. Because if you make a deal with them, you sometimes see them make the walk to the door, like they would walk out, but because you made the deal, they turn around and they actually buy something in your store. If you decline the trade, they walk out most of the time, which means that's a customer that actually just came in to trade a card and didn't buy anything. So it's the trading, I don't know. It's another one of those money things, I think, just like the play tables. You obviously want to have a look at it because they are offering new cards from time to time, so that's it's definitely an easier way to get your collection complete. Because otherwise you have to open 100 packs to maybe get 5 new cards. Something like that. And these guys, you might get, I think we got 5 new cards today here from trading. So trading is definitely, that's what it mainly meant for, I think. To get your collection complete easier. They will, it will be coded in such a way that you can get your cards quicker than opening packs. But at the same time, it's costing you customers because some of these guys that trading cards, they show up with a 50-cent card and they're not actually buying something. That's one of the reasons why we have that cash register close to the shop, right? You want to have as many customers as possible, but at the same time you want to get them out of your store as quickly as possible, because if somebody walks out, somebody else can walk in. We have the highest expansion, which means I think you can have up to 28 people in and around your store at the same time. That's all fine, but of course we have 6 tables here. That's 12 people already here if all the tables are full, and then probably some people watching or want to play from time to time. So yeah, 28 people, that's all fine, but 12 to 14 of them are sitting in the other room. Again, if you would not have the tables, you might have 28 people in your store actually, and then it might be necessary that you hire a second guy or girl to put on the cash register. Now I'm just jumping in whenever the queue gets a bit too long and he can't cope. Although it's our very fast guy, sometimes you will see 8 people, but I have never had reviews so far which are complaining about that the queue on the cash register is too long. So I don't think that's a thing which is in the game yet. Might come, but talking about reviews, we are somewhere between 4.7 and 4.8 most of the time. Unless they're not happy. It's possible if you decline, I haven't checked that yet. Most of them are 4 or 5 stars. If you see that number go down, then you probably will have a few 1 and 2 stars, then you need to read what's going on. It might be that smelly boys or something, if your machine was empty, if you didn't check the machine, which I for instance did not do today. But it should be fine. Normally it's all filled up. I can put one in there. Bam, there we go. We'll check the other one as well. This one usually, yeah, as it was today, this is closer to the door than the other one. So most of the people will be caught by this machine. So you over here you usually need to put 2 in there, compared to 1 over in the other one. But you need that second machine to catch the guy. If they 2 smelly boys, one walks here, the other one walks here. If they are walking completely to the left, the machine on the other side, which sprays through the wall, will not catch them. So that's why that machine is here. That's actually the only reason why this machine is here. Because most of them will come in sort of on this side, and the machine on the other side sprays through the wall, will catch them immediately. But then he walks by that machine, and then that might spray as well a little bit again. So yeah, it's a bit... It's to not run behind people with the spray that I have 2 machines, but you don't really need it though. I could in theory keep that machine here, it will catch them all. But then if somebody walks in a bit to the left, the machine doesn't catch him. That's basically why I have this machine here. To catch the guys that sneak through, or in case there are 2 smelly boys walking in side by side, then you need 2 machines. Otherwise one of them will get through, and then yeah, bad reviews and everything, consequences to go with that. So we opened that one, but I never switched this one, right? Although I could in theory, because they can come in here, this machine will also catch them. But my idea behind that was like, you know, I let them, although you see in like these 4, there are probably 2 or 3 going to the other room, to the tables. But you might sometimes get a queue in the morning or around closing time. That might be some moments where Clark cannot cope. So yeah, you can just let this guy stand here, and after a minute or so he will go, or you can see what he has to offer. In this case, nothing great. It's nothing new. So since it's nothing new, he's asking way less than the market price. So we'll give him 330 or something, round it up. He will accept it, of course, because we are actually paying him more than he asked for, but it's still way below the market price. This guy wants to offer us something of which we already have 2 in the album. Yeah, whatever. Oh, he's not happy with it. Really, mate? Okay, how about 6.60? So we offered him 1 cent more than the market price, but still 10 cents below what he asked for, and then it's fine. But if we offered him the market price, he was not happy. Yeah, like here you see there's a bit of a queue forming, then you can potentially take over. It will take a few seconds before the AI realizes that there are 2 cash registers open, and then they will split up. Which means you can help Clark get rid of the queue. He will deal with that. We'll deal with this guy. who bought a lot of number 9 playmats again. I see that already. This guy walks by, so now you just walk off, that's fine. And then normally the AI will go to the other cash register. 112 for about, yeah, it's a bit of a... He's actually giving us a better card than what he wants. And we have 2 of them in the album, so simple deal, accept. She just wants to sell her card, of which we already have 2 in the album, which means... And she's charging us less than the market price, so we'll round it up and give her 150, which is still below the market price. And it's more than what she asked for, so she will be happy. There we go. Can do quick deals with these guys. You'll get the hang of it very quickly. But you just, like this case, it's something else, right? This is a new card again. Market price is 35, he wants 33, but fine. We'll give him 33, see if he accepts it. We're just 6 cents below his ask price. Let's see what this will do. Good deal. Okay, he's happy. Sometimes they're not happy though. Sometimes they want a little bit more. Let's keep an eye on here. Everything fine. Nope, not fine. Number 6 is a bit of a problem. So we'll solve that. Okay, we need some 6s. 6 of those. So we'll buy 3 of those. That's sort of what I'm normally doing during the day. Keep an eye on what's going on. This thing is suddenly popular. That might also mean that the market price has changed overnight. We need to keep an eye on that. Okay, what do you want? 85 cents straight? Yeah, sure, deal. And what do you want? She wants to sell a card. It's not new. It's a pretty expensive card. But she's asking 30 bucks less, so I'm gonna give her 75. The market price is 105. She's fine with that, which means that we can sell that card for about 120 probably, if we want to. Which we can, because it was a double. This is sort of equal, and we have 2 in the album, but we also have 2 in the album what you want, so it's just a simple deal. Quickly done. If you have duplicates of it, and it's sort of the same price, just do the trade. 3-4 people, that's fine. I'll keep an eye on something else. Anything else here? We need to keep an eye on number 11. Anything that goes below 10 here on the playmat, then I restock. Because always need to make sure. Stars, I think I have some stars. I had some stars. There they are. We do have some stars. Because those are, I need to keep an eye on those. That's it. I might actually have to make it a bit wider, because these are sometimes things that where they get me, meaning that it's like 2-3 p.m. in the afternoon and they are sometimes empty. So that's something that they might get me with. What do you want? A cheaper card. Yeah, like this is not really. You should be able to tell her, like, okay, let's make a compromise. Give me $4, right? She's offering a 320 card for a 470 card. We'll accept it. Obviously, we're talking about $1, but. And here we have another problem. This, of course, is something we're gonna buy. This is a full art foil. It's a new card. He wants 4,000 for it. The market price is 5,000 for it. So we're just gonna offer him whatever he wants. Sorta. 2 euros cheaper. Accept. Good deal. We have a new full art, which means that's a full art that we do not have to pull out of a pack. It was an expensive one though. This guy is The market price is 320. We have 2 in the album. He wants $5 for it. He's not gonna get $5 for it. You can get 320, mate. If not, we don't need that card. We have 2 in the album already. That's way too low. I don't think so. The card is dropping like crazy in the last days. So we'll give you the market price then. You're not gonna get more from me, mate. Okay. Let me think about it. He came down in price already. Now he only wants 4. We're still offering. 367 is his final offer. Okay. We'll see about that. We'll give you 350. How about that? That's my final offer. Yeah, that's what I thought. These people, they try, even if they say this is my final offer, they still try. We have 0 in the album, new card. He just wants to sell it. We're obviously gonna buy it, but the market price is 518. He wants 600 for it. You're not gonna get that. I'm gonna give him a little bit more than what the market price is, but not more. 520. We'll see if he accepts it. Okay, thank you. We overpaid that, but because it's a new one, you pay a bit more than the market price. This guy shows up here with a foil card, which we already have 2 of in the album, and he wants a card of which we have only 1 in the album, so this is a simple decline. Otherwise we are losing a card, and then we're gonna have to pull that out of a pack again. I'm keeping an eye on those trades. I'm not accepting everything. I know some people are accepting everything, and then they're gonna have to open cards like crazy. Yeah, that's all fine if you install the mods, which open 1,000 cards at a time. I have no mods. I am playing vanilla. So I have to make a deal. We might have to restock at the end of the day. We want the red ones. That's what you usually have to do every 2 days. You have to restock the storage shelves. Orange Destiny. But we have some spare that we can keep an eye on it while the shop is running. Some quick restock we have available. What's going on here? He wants this card for this card. Pretty similar price. We have 3 in the album, so he can get one of those and we get a new card. Accept. This guy wants a new card, but he wants a more expensive card, of which we only have 1 in the album. That's decline. Yeah, you get the hang of it very quickly. Unless you want to get ripped up by... we need to also restock. Yeah, we need to restock everything. It's going to be restock day. Oh, another one. What do you want, my dear? She wants 89 cents. The market price is $1, so we'll give her 90. 1 cent more than she asked, and it's 10 cents less than the market price. We already have 2 in the album, but we'll just buy it. And then she walks out. Sometimes they turn around and they actually come back in and buy something. What do you want? A full art, new. He wants something which is a little bit less expensive, but we only have 1, so nope. There's no point in buying a new card for something of which you also only have 1. That doesn't work, right? This guy, it's a 2-2, it's not worth anything, whatever. Just do the trade. It's pretty, was an equal deal there. Other than that, we'll keep an eye on everything. For now, it is fine. We are not running out of that's what I'm basically keeping an eye out during the day. Make sure you do not run out of a product on the shelf, because then the next customer might show up. He's gonna buy that thing and then gives you a bad review because he had to drive 50 miles to get to here or something. Here again, some trade business. They want a car which is more expensive than what they are offering, and we only have 1. That's a decline. This one just wants to sell. This is better. Here you can decide what you do, right? The market price is $66 or euros. He wants 48 for it, so he wants He's offering it way less than the market price. That could mean that the thing is actually going down like crazy, but it isn't. So yeah, we are gonna give him a little bit more here because it's a new card. We definitely want it. We'll just give him 50, which is still 15 bucks below the market price, and we will get a new card. And of course he accepts it because we pay a little bit more than what he is actually asking for. You can just do market price. Usually they accept market price, but... And then of course you have this thing where they show up with a full art foil. And that's where our money is gonna go today. Now we're gonna have to make a deal with this guy because he wants $8,000 for this card. The card is worth 6.5. So I'm gonna offer him 6,600. Which is a bit more than the market price. And see if he takes it. He does. Although he wanted 8,000 for it. What we got here, another buy. She wants more than the market price. You're not gonna get more than the market price. We're gonna try with 100. Here I'm paying her less than the market price for a simple reason. I already have 2 in my album. She might not accept it, but we'll offer 100. And see what she thinks. Fine. Although she wanted 126, she's fine with no problem with 100 bucks. Meanwhile, Clark has taken off as well, so we need to take off. Our lost customers here. Take care of those. Now I'm just gonna stay on this cash register and hopefully they all come to here. Which they usually do, but sometimes they still go to the other cash register. Okay. We'll probably have to kick out some people as usual. There are always some freaks. Get out, mate. It's over. The day is over. We'll do that as well while we're at it. They walk out, of course. That's always what they do. Like you have 3 people at the end of the day. Most of them walk out, and then I always look at it like this. Whoever won the tournament usually buys something. Two in this case. So there were probably 2 who had a good day at the tables. As you will see, she's gonna buy half the store. She's gonna show up here and her whole counter will be full of all kind of different products because she's walking around left, right, back, back to the other side. There she is. Okay. And she also wants to trade. So let's get this straight, woman. You're buying 4 little products and then you want to get the straight here. And you even ask more money for me than you paid on my cash register. It's not gonna happen. We already have 1, so I'm gonna offer her just under market price, 100. You can offer market price because when we sell these duplicates, I'm doing for the cards. Either we bulk them, that's fine, or I'm selling them for plus 20%. Everything in my shop is plus 10% and then round up. But when I put the cards on the table, I'm putting it plus 20% because they will sell anyway. And if you put it on 10%, you can't keep up restocking them during the day. And of course she accepts, because that's what they do. They accept under market price. Don't let them fool you with their whatever prices. We close the shop, we pay the bills. There we go. So we have 6,000 left. But we have to restock a couple of boxes here and there. We probably have to do, we can do 1 more day maybe. And then we're gonna have to restock all the shelves. These boys here, that's what she bought. Do we have these? Not by the looks of it. We have the normal stars. That one. The only thing we need to keep an eye on sometimes what I forget about is like these things here. Yeah, you see, I should have done that yesterday. Green. Green. So we do need to buy them, otherwise we're gonna run out during the day. So we'll buy a box of 16. Fill it up. Put the rest on the shelf. What is going on here? We need 4 and 11 and 8 mainly. 4. We need to order 11 and what was the other one? 8, I think. I saw something. There we go. Okay. So we need to order 8 and 11. Eight is this one, and 11 is this one. Because otherwise we might run out during the day. So yeah, you see where we eventually ended up with. There we go. The rest is still okay. Card sleeves is still fine. We could probably buy a box of whites. Sort of see the numbers, you know, they go to 20. I think we can get away with a white one. We might have some, but these are like not expensive at all. So even if there are a few left in the box, I just throw it in the bin. I don't have storage for these at the moment. 20, 20, 20, 20, and the rest should be able to go there. There we go. So that's sort of what we do with the card sleeves from time to time. We fill them up. I think we can probably also get the dark orange there. Sometimes I take an empty box. I have some empty boxes standing here on my... I take an empty box and I just fill it up from the top, and then you see if you have 2 shelves open in one of these racks, then you can order a box. Because there are exactly 2 shelves. Here... 1, 2, we can order a fox and 2 cartoons. These are things that I do need to order when they are almost out, because I do not have stock for this because of the stupid play tables. We need a fox and we need 2 of these. You very quickly will also learn how many are in the box, so I know I can just, it will just fit here, as you can see. And the cartoons will also be exact. So we don't have extra storage for these necessarily, and that's fine because we have doubled them up here. There we go. And it's all full again. These are things you, maybe once a week, you need to restock them. And then of course we can fill up these here. We need a red, a white, a red and a blue. These are the only things which I'm not happy with at the moment. A red, a white. What do I mean by that is these are still things that we actually have to walk a little bit too far. What else do we need? Red. Red dice. That's up there. And then it's just a matter of order some stock. Red and blue deck box. We need a red and a blue. Order. And then pick it up, of course, if you don't have too high sensitivity, like I had seemed to have today. There we go. That's good enough. We have some spare, and it's full enough here for now. But if you want to do it properly, of course, I should have walked with that blue and filled up completely. There we go. Now all these cube things are filled up again, which is fine. Just keep an eye on it every 2 days or so. And then the board games is something you need to keep an eye on from time to time. Not those, because those are coming in a box of 12, so now we have storage, for which we do not have room. They also do not sell that well, so that's fine. I can just get a Mafia Wars, basically, and maybe a collectioner book. So yeah, here we only have 5 at the moment with these game things, so I expect this page to fill up at some point. So we need one of those. And then we need the black book. I think we can order, depending on how much. I think there are 4. I think. Yeah, okay, fine. And these are also things, whenever I have to order them, then I usually also check the market. I'm doing a +10 roundup. Because they seem to be way... What we were selling them for? 169? They dropped in price crazy then. Because we remarketed them and they were like... This could... Oh, this is more expensive. It's 41 instead of 39 or whatever we had. But that one dropped drastically there though. Let me check that again. We were selling it for 169, so that must have crashed in price. Yeah, look at that. It crosses 4 of the gray line, so yeah. And now it's going back up, so this is something you need to keep an eye on, because if this is going sort of towards the price that it was going, we might have to, the next 2-3 days, you might actually have to increase that every day. But yeah, it's the best we can get now. 146. We were selling them for 169 earlier, and that was under the market price. And here we definitely need some reds. These things are deceiving though. It doesn't seem like that one shelf that was like, ooh, there's nothing there. That needs to go out, but they can hold so much that it's very often deceiving. There is more out of those little shelves than you think sometimes. So yeah, we can fill up all these packs and then restock here as well. So that's what I usually do every 3-4 days. I do all the packs and all the boxes, and I make sure that all my shelves are full. And have some spare 1 box and a half or so spare on here. We also need to keep an eye on these here because they were selling pretty okay, especially 2 and 4. We seem to have another 4 though. Let's see if you press it's the same box to open the album and open the box. The same button. If you press that too quickly, there we go. It's all full now. So yeah, and then you know, okay, you just order a box or 2 of number 2, and then you have enough spare for the next time. That's sort of how we run the show here. And here we just keep an eye on that if the number goes below 10, there are 16 on the shelf. If the number goes below 10, we are restocking, which is not the case today. This is also fine. So yeah, I think we're good to go. And that's sort of how we are playing on this one. Now, of course, we did not make profit today, I guess. We bought some expensive cards and we had to restock a bit. So yeah, this day costed us 4,800. Because we bought a, what was it? $5,000 card and a 1,200 card. So you need to run a couple of, but it was a $12,000 day, so you need to run a couple of good days. Sometimes you can say like, okay, today we do not trade. And you just let the shop run. Then you just have to restock a little bit. Then you're gonna make probably more than 10,000 profit. And we're also close to level 52, which means that is something we need to keep an eye on now. I think it says playmat 13, I think was the next one. 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep, that's level 52 indeed. Level 52 we have the playmat, level 53 we have another book, and then we are safe again for a level or two, which means we can restock and build up a little bit of cash. I built it up to 50,000-60,000 I think, but then we bought all the licensing, we bought the more expensive shelves which can hold more and things like that, and yep, that's why we started this with 43 bucks in the account. So whenever we level up, we need to have 5,000 around to buy this license. And then one level later, it will be the next books, which is 6,000 for the level. So we need a level 1,000 around for the next two levels. Now we need a lot of XP, so we could probably run a day or 3-4 before we are actually there. So now today, if I run another day, I will probably not do much trading, unless they really offer us a new ghost or something. Then you sometimes have no other choice. So we're going to decline a few of these trades today, so that we make money enough to get that next license, and so that I always keep up now. It took me a whole long time to get to the point where you're shop level and you have all the licensings available at that level. Yeah, I think it was still level 50 before we actually catched up with everything. Because then you find something else to buy, then you need new shelves, then you have to replace things, you need to make more room. We can stock more, obviously, because we have a pretty open shop at the moment. If you see some of the shops out there on YouTube or Twitch or whatever, some people have, they come up with the ideal strategy, right? They run white, like, they have a shelf like that on the wall, and then they put this thing sideways in front of it. Two of those, so that and then they have restockers going over the place, so that the stock is right next to the shelf. And then they have their cash registers in such a way that it's almost here, so that the customer comes in, immediately goes out when he buys. But that's sort of what we have as well, in a way. We have the cash register, which is working the most. With Clark here, it's very close to the door, so whenever they pay, they immediately walk out. So you can make it a little bit spacey, no problem. You don't need to make it a clusterfuck, as you can see in some of those videos. But that's not like, you know, those are also usually the people who are running those mods. They're opening packs 1,000 at a time in like 5 minutes. If I'm opening packs, then I'm in the middle of the street and I ordered 4 boxes, and you can exactly open on the normal speed. Although we have maximum speed in the menu, you can open 4 boxes. That's exactly one day. That will be from 8 AM till 9 PM. You have opened 4 boxes with packs on the street, and the day will be over. On normal speed. That's why some people are using the mods to open 1,000 at a time. So yeah, we need to restock all of this, obviously, otherwise we might run out for the next day. But that's fine. What I'm usually doing is what I will do now as well. Always save your game on the beginning of the next day, before you switch the sign. Because the game itself does an autosave, I think when the day ends. And if you do a lot of stuff overnight, then it might not be saved. So it's always better to do an extra save. Like the autosave was on day 113, we are day 114 now. So you want to save this, overwrite your own file here. Day 114. We have 3,600. The game saved at the end of the day when we still had 4,000, but we spent another 600 on some things we had to pay and or restock. We bought a few things like the playmats and so. So yeah, it's not the same build, right? So if you don't save and you start the next day, that means that your playmat shelf is still empty, and that's how they can fool you sometimes. Other than that, I think we're fine. Keep an eye on the reviews. It actually went up, so things are even improving. We're going towards 4.8 again. And I think we restocked the machines as well. Yep, that one at least. Yep, we just need to restock from time to time these things here. And we paid the bills, so we have 3,600 in the account now. But it goes up and down the whole time, of course, because now we need to buy some extra stocks. That's probably going to cost us $2,000 to $3,000. So that's how it keeps going. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it at this. Told you it would not be 2 hours. This is sort of what we were working on with the series, but people are not really watching the series. Kinda expectable, seeing we are normally playing racing games and extract shooters and things like that. But it gives you an idea to round up this series of the card shop. I showed you a day or two in my main shop, and there we have all the products. That's sort of what we were working with our other shop, where we started a new shop. So I will upload this one as sort of the final episode of the series. I might post from time to time some other stuff from the main shop, but the other shop, we overwrote the file, so that's no more existing. That will be it. A little short shop simulator. We'll keep an eye, of course, because it will update from time to time with some new stuff, then we'll check it out. We keep playing it on the site, but I'm not gonna post too many videos about it anymore. We're doing 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hour streams, whatever, on Twitch, playing Motorfest and things like that. We don't have an extra 2 hours to spend to record a series where not many people are interested in on the channel, so we'll leave it at this for this card shop simulator, video wise at least. We'll keep playing it. It's something fun to play on the site. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one, probably Twitch stream, Motorfest. That's where we're hanging out most of the time nowadays. We're not posting that much on video on YouTube anymore. Just from time to time we do. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.